What's up guys, it's Kelly, and today I actually asked people on Twitter and Instagram, which more people were more active on Twitter than anything, but I asked you to ask me concert questions. And being that I'm in like my concert season right now, so I wanted to do like a concert themed video, like just where everyone asked me my opinions. The first one is my worst concert experience. I personally don't have a worst concert experience. Like, I've never had a bad concert experience, to be honest, because every show I go to, like, they're all like smaller bands mostly, so like it's not really that bad. Like, unless it gets bad when people don't do concert etiquette correctly, and then that might just make you mad. But I personally don't have a bad concert experience. The next question is, what's your favorite concert you've been to? And personally, everyone's gonna know my answer to this, but personally, my Chase Atlantic shows. Chase Atlantic puts on a fantastic show. Like, the visuals, the production, just them in general, just like jumping around stage and everything. Like, it's beautiful, and they're so interactive with the fans at, like, mostly at Barricade. But Chase Atlantic hands down my favorite, because the shows are just fantastic. And if you ever have a chance to see them, please go do it, because you will not regret it at all. What concert do you want to go to but haven't been to yet? Okay, so this one, I have multiple ones that I could say. And I think the main one I'm gonna say is probably Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, because I want to see them so bad. So bad. Like, oh, my friend saw them and I sobbed, because she actually sent me videos of her seeing them, and my heart just exploded and erupted. Like, oh. But another one would have to be Lainey. I love Lainey. I've actually gotten into Lainey a lot, and I would die to see them, to be honest. Beautiful. Favorite song that was performed and least favorite song that was performed. My favorite song, personally, from the Chase shows I've been to, and I'm basing this mostly on Chase shows now, but my favorite one was Church. My favorite, but also my other favorite was The Walls. Every time I hear The Walls live, I record the entire thing. Like, I'm just in there like this the whole time. Like, I love The Walls. The Walls being performed is beautiful.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
But my least favorite would have to be Angeline, only because I am sad all the time when I hear that song, and it just makes me sob. And the first time I heard it live, I sobbed, and then like the second time I heard it live, I sobbed. So yeah. My favorite band meet and greet. I've only actually been to a meet and greet for one band, and that is Chase Atlantic, but I, coming up, have a meet and greet to meet Issues. Every time I meet people, it's mostly on accident. So there you go. Like, but so obviously Chase Atlantic, unless you want to count Scotty Sire, because technically he does music, and it was a concert when I met him. So food for thought. Okay, this question played with my mind so hard. So Summer girl, we need to have a conversation. But her question was, if you had to choose one concert, what would you go to? 1, the Jonas Brothers, 2, Hannah Montana, 3, Big Time Rush, or the Cheetah Girls. And it fucked with my mind because I love all of them and she knows I love all of them. So, but if I had to choose only one, personally, I would choose. Alright, so the next question is, what was your first concert? I grew up listening to classic rock and country, and my mom liked this country band type thing called Confederate Railroad, and I was like 3 years old when I went to that, and yeah, that was my first concert. This question, I knew I was gonna get this question from the same person. But if any one of you know Sawyer Knight and you're in the Why Don't We fandom, Sawyer asked me if I would ever see Why Don't We, and when Sawyer found out I've listened to Why Don't We, he like had a freak out moment in our DMs. He's like, oh my god, I didn't know you listened to them. I'm like, yeah. Well, I don't listen to them fully, but I would love to see them personally, because I like a couple of their songs. So I would love to see them, because I feel like if I went and saw them, I'd listen to them more. And that's always what happens when I go to a concert, because if it's someone I don't know, like as an opener or anything, I will literally love them like no other. So like, I feel like that's the same thing that would be if I went to a Why Don't We show, because I don't listen to them much, but I feel like after I went, I would listen to them a lot. Like, does that make sense? Favorite concert I've been to, it is a tie between Machine Gun Kelly and Chase Atlantic, hands down. Or Tyler Carter. Tyler Carter puts on a great show, so I can't personally choose, so I gave you 3. So yeah, do you prefer going with a person / group or alone? And my biggest thing is never go to shows alone. Like, if you don't know the area, please do not go alone, because you will be so lost. Like, you'll be easily taken advantage of, and it's really scary when that happens. So I personally always go with a friend. I always make sure I go with somebody, because I'm also too chicken. I get scared easily, so I always go with a friend. But if you do go alone, the thing is, if you go early, make friends with the people in line, because you can always have a friend. Like, concert friends are honestly the best friends to have, because you guys can always like plan to go to shows together, and like that way you're never alone, and it's beautiful. Do you like / are you down for going to a concert of someone you don't know / don't like, just so someone has a concert buddy? Yes, personally, because if you think about it, if it's someone you don't really like, but like you like them live, like if you figure out if you go to that concert, if you like them live, then you might listen to them more. But also, I'm that person, I hate when people go to concerts alone, so I always try to make myself like available, but obviously that's never worked for me and Hope. So, but I would love, like, if anyone needed a concert buddy, I would so be down to go to a show with them. Like, I don't turn down shows really. Least favorite part about concerts, the waiting game outside. That's my least favorite part, because like a lot of times, if you're like me and like my friends, we show up to concerts at like 6:30 in the morning, and you're sitting out there for like 11 hours straight, like not doing anything. You're just laying there. Sometimes you're like sleeping on the sidewalk. Like, the waiting game with that, and like, unless you make a concert friend, and that way you guys are all like there. But most of the time, me and my friends are alone, and it's just us, so we're just laying there in silence, just hanging out. Alright, so another question I got asked was, have you ever cried to a song during a set? If so, like what song? And girl, I have so many of them. I've cried to Angeline, and Ozone by Chase Atlantic. I've also cried by Chase Atlantic to Stuck in My Brain and Heaven and Back and Uncomfortable. Then I cried to Focus by Tyler Carter. I have cried to 27, Rehab. I think that's it from MGK. So yeah, I have a lot of them. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like, smash that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, that way you never miss a post. Follow me on all of my social medias, which will be down in the description box below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.